Radiophobia is a total conversion mod for Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl that enhances the game with improved graphics, a new storyline, expanded survival mechanics, and a broad arsenal. It intensifies the original atmosphere with challenging AI, new mutants, and a more immersive sound design, offering a fresh, yet familiar hardcore survival experience for fans of the series. This mod has been highly recommended by the community, so I decided it was the perfect time to give it a try. Having completed all the Stalker games, I've been eager to revisit the first one, which remains my favorite and most memorable in the series. Playing on the hardest difficulty and letting the mod's expanded features enhance another run of my favorite game felt like a natural choice.
Це ще живий. Щасливець. Хоча, хто зна, що для тебе краще. Подивимось, що Сидорович за тебе відвалить.
Що ти притяг?
Тіло! З вантажівки смерті! У нього мітка!
Правила знаєш? Викинь його.
Але ж він живий!
Брешеш. Не може бути.
Хай мене зона ковтне, якщо брешу!
Давай його сюди. Так, за цю чухню я дам тобі... От що, мічений. Я тебе врятував.
I expect my first playthrough of Radiophobia to be pretty brutal. I've heard stories about how unforgiving this mod can be, and as a fellow glutton for punishment, like many of us who play Stalker, I am very excited. This will be my second attempt at playing a Stalker game on the hardest difficulty. After my playthrough of Stalker Anomaly, which I have yet to finish, I've learned a lot about the mechanics that are also present in Radiophobia. I just hope it's enough to get me through, or at least get us by. The game begins as expected, with Sidorovich using his leverage over you after saving your life. But this time, we're tasked with something a little different than what we were asked to do in the original game. After finally escaping the dank lair of the greasy Sidorovich, we get our first glimpse of the world of Stalker, now enhanced with some boosted visuals. While the graphics might seem a bit dated, they should, given that the engine powering this incredible game is now over 17 years old. Despite its age, the experience both in the original games and now still holds up and comes highly recommended by yours truly. Armed with nothing more than a headlamp, a detector, and the famed anomaly detector, also known as the Bolt, we set out to complete our first task in this new, yet comfortingly familiar zone. The anomaly detector, or simply the Bolt, has been a staple of the Stalker universe since its inception, serving as a nod to one of the game's key inspirations, the movie Stalker by Andrei Tarkovsky, which is an adaptation of the book Roadside Picnic. While the film's slow pace might not be for everyone, it's a pleasure to watch and see how its cinematic elements subtly yet meaningfully influence the Stalker games.
Черт с ним с артефактом, занесешь позднее. Быстро тут к вагончику за дороги. Там раненые. Это сталкеры из лагеря. Возвращались с моего задания. Черт их дернул вертолетом стрелять. Теперь он снос орут. Теперь у тебя новое задание. Быстрей.
One change we'll need to notice early on is the importance of paying attention to our PDA updates, displayed on the left side of the screen above the minimap. As you can see, after recovering the artifact as Sidorovich had requested, we're immediately directed to assist some nearby stalkers in need of our help.
Дякую, мічений. Я бачу, ти нормальний мужик. Я своєму таборі обов'язково передам, що ти...
After helping this fellow stalker, we get another message from Sidorovich, instructing us to meet him again as he has some business to discuss.
Що? Є справа, мічений.
You may recognize this mission as the first one you're tasked with after the intro cinematic in the original game. Sidorovich informs us that we need to recover a flash drive held by a well-known stalker named Nimble. If you've played the prequel, Stalker you might recognize the name. Nimble is, or was, a guide of sorts for the Clear Sky faction, one of the most elusive groups in the Stalker series. To retrieve the drive, we need to speak with Wolf. It's crucial to pay attention here. Rushing into the camp without Wolf's permission will be seen as a hostile act and will be shot down in kind.
Люди, я до вас посилаю хлопця. Дійте за обставинами. Якщо буде потрібно, атакуйте.
After a brief conversation with Wolf, he explains that one of his men, Nimble, has been taken hostage at the nearby bandit camp. He tells us that a few of his guys are waiting for us to join them for the raid to free Nimble. During the conversation, Wolf also mentions a crate of dynamite in the camp that he needs to recover. Since we could use the favor and potential pay, we agree to take on the task of rescuing both Nimble and the crate from the bandits. On the way, we come across one of the outcomes of the A-Life feature, a couple of downed loners with some loot that will definitely come in handy on our adventure. After a couple of tries and getting familiar with the engine's quirks, I started to get excited. This was our first real combat engagement with other stalkers in the zone during our Radiophobia playthrough. I've always enjoyed this initial fight, and with the added features of the mod, it's enhanced the immersion of being a deadbeat stalker with nothing to his name. The experience did not disappoint in the slightest.
Хлопці!
After clearing the bandit camp, I began looting the fallen stalkers. We then reconnected with our buddy Nimble, who graciously gave us a stash location and the thumb drive we were sent to retrieve. After taking some time to find the crate of dynamite that Wolf asked us to recover, we headed back to the loner camp to wrap up our tasks. Once back, we encountered a strange character I hadn't met before, officially kicking off this reimagining of Stalker, Shadow of Chernobyl. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. As we move north through the zone and uncover its many mysteries, including our true identity, I hope you'll join us on this journey. This has been Dr. Wiki. Now, get out of here, Stalker.